Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at Ranger Station. And introduce yourself, sir.
My name's Al from TheAlCombo. I am a tokusatsu inspired streetwear brand making your favorite tokusatsu themed merch.
So years ago, I came across your Twitter profile when I saw you put the Big Bad Beetleborg jersey up.
Yes.
And it kind of, me and my friends, we always talk about how like in the apparel industry, like especially in nerdom, it's like some of it is good, but then at least to me personally, a lot of it is like not that great to me. So it's like you, Sentai Jackets, and a couple other people, y'all are really kind of like doing things that's like basically a couple of notches above what's actually out there in a way that's like appealing. So
Yeah.
what was it that got you into actually doing sort of like nerd apparel, especially particularly in the toku?
Okay, so it's gonna sound very like ordinary. I was bored.
All right.
I was bored, and it was like during COVID, and I was also going through a lot.
All right.
So I kind of just started doing Photoshop, and plus I kind of wanted a shirt, like a tokusatsu themed shirt, and I know I couldn't buy it somewhere else. At least it wasn't around at the time that I personally would like.
Yeah.
So then I was like, I'll make my own, and it kind of just spiraled from there. So
I mean, doing something like Beetleborgs, for instance, right now, obviously Beetleborgs on the tier of popularity, it's not up there, but like, was that just something that you were like, no, was it more so for you than it is just for everybody else when you did it?
It's a mix of both. Because I really enjoyed Beetleborgs as a kid.
Yeah.
Like of course with Power Rangers, I enjoyed Beetleborgs.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna watch Beetleborgs, a Big Bad Beetleborgs, and then I'm also a big wrestling fan.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, we're gonna do Beetleborgs mashed up with wrestling, and that's just like a best of both worlds. So I know a lot of my friends love wrestling and everything. So it's for me, and if you want one, I'll make it. So
I mean, it's funny, like before we even started recording this, like somebody was bringing up the whole thing with wrestling in there, and I think one of your workers was like, yeah, there's like a big crossover between toku and wrestling, which it is. I mean, there's no line on that one. It is a huge crossover on that.
We definitely need like, I know like Ultraman does like wrestling moves, and that's cool, and that's great.
Yeah.
I want like a wrestling theme like tokusatsu.
I feel that's coming.
Yeah, like we like over the top. We could do Candy and like Fruit Samurai and like
I feel that's coming. It has to, especially on the Sentai side. It's like they've done cops, they've done thieves,
and Dime Brothers. That's in the whole other category.
Yeah, that's just so it's just,
it's like we gotta have something like just like something. Just I want brain busters, power bombs. I want it. We want it all.
How did you go about like past just like obviously you had the hockey jerseys and then now with the Brave and the Dead Brave, Death Brave,
the Deadliest Brave,
Yeah, they had the basketball jerseys, which to me that's right up my alley because I'm a huge basketball fan. So that like it gives off like an actual basketball jersey. So that was that like the whole goal the whole time was kind of give it that vibe of like an actual basketball jersey.
So how the jerseys got started, this also sounds pretty basic. My friend Max was like, you should do jerseys. And I was like, okay, let's look into it a little further. So it started, the first jersey I did was a football jersey.
Okay.
Based on Kamen Rider Double.
I think I've seen that. I think I might have seen that one.
Yeah. And it started from there, and then I really love Beetleborgs, and I was like, I need to watch more B-Fighter. So everything I kind of make, I at least want to watch a couple times, or at least like I really like this when I first watch it. Yeah, and get motivated to watch more tokusatsu.
Yeah.
So that's how it started, and then I wasn't really, before this, honestly, I wasn't wearing jerseys like that.
Yeah.
But now seeing something that you created, and just like it kind of like, oh, you made this and this in your hands, it just kind of gives like a nice little motivation.
And you had me hooked on the Rider ones, and I was like, all right, I do like the color. You know what? He got me. He got me.
And I want to try to make things that are not, I wouldn't say basic, but not typical. Like something that y'all would expect me to make.
Yeah.
I'd rather pivot.
Yeah. I always, because again, that was the thing that kind of caught my eye with your apparel.
Yeah.
Like, it's definitely something that's different than the norm that you normally see out there. So
yeah.
So that's actually a good thing.
Yeah, not to say I'm not gonna make what y'all would suggest me to make, but but I like to think outside. I want to try to think as outside the box as possible.
Yeah. I mean, was there a sense of nervousness kind of like jumping into apparel?
Yes. Actually, when I launched this site, I literally walked around my room for like 30 minutes straight with a panic attack. For like 30 minutes, like in a circle when I launched. Like literally when I hit the launch button, I was like had a whole anxiety. But there is a lot of nervousness, and then it kind of actually when I first vended, that was even more nervousness because then I had to actually have inventory.
Yeah. So,
and keeping up with shirts and jerseys and like how much should you make, what sizes should you get, that's always like the biggest challenge. Especially with like, should I get more small? Should I get extra large? Should I get that?
So that's why you do, is that, cause I mean, it seems like it's not just you. I've seen a lot of other people, their business model is sort of like limited on the pre-order and then that's it, which I think is smart because it's like you don't have a lot of like back inventory and stuff. So was that something that you already were like already thinking from jump?
Yes, definitely. And I want to make sure everybody that wants one gets one.
Yeah.
So pre-order just a way I could just keep track of everything, and I'll like, okay, you want one, cool. We're gonna make sure you have one, rather than hopefully you may get one afterwards.
Does it give you a gauge at least in terms of like knowing the average number of people that might want something?
Yes. Yes, because actually no. Yes and no. Because I'm not sure what size everybody wants at times.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm like, okay, maybe 3XL would be good or 5XL. And I'm like, maybe. But,
I mean, I'm always curious because that is something like, as somebody that's like a podcast, so like we don't have a business, but like I'm always curious because besides just you, there are other people that I'm friends with that like are in the business of doing that kind of stuff. And I'm always kind of curious on their whole like, jumping into it without feeling overwhelmed. So I mean, even with the success that you have, do you still feel kind of overwhelmed or?
Oh yes, I feel overwhelmed in like my everyday life. So this is nothing new. But yeah, I definitely feel overwhelmed. Even with like when like good things happen, it still feels overwhelming because I'm a person not used to compliments.
Yeah.
So like hearing everybody like my stuff and and it all happens at once. It's definitely overwhelming feeling. It is like a good overwhelming feeling though. Even like Ranger Stop Atlanta, Justin Nemo came and signed one of the cycle shirts I had.
Really?
Yeah, and he wore it and everything. 10 minutes later, Kel Mitchell walks down and bought a cycle shirt, and I never felt more overwhelmed in my life of happiness.
I mean, like even past that though, like when you like, because you're from Baltimore, so we're all from Maryland and stuff.
Yeah.
Do you get a lot of people that like pick up on the stuff that you're selling at the different places that you go to?
Yes. I really find it fascinating that like people that not really know Tokusatsu or like no Power Rangers or no like Kamen Rider are really tapped in.
Yeah.
To it, or like they get it.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense.
Because I've been to, of course, I like the Morphin grid. That's a whole, like the video game dance party here in Baltimore. Self-plug. Like going to like maybe like club events or like just vending there is really interesting. Like people like just liking my brand and everything. Like especially with certain shirts. So like, oh, this is really good. I want to wear it. Like, wait, what does this mean? I'll like maybe try to explain it and not to overwhelm them. Yeah. But I know I'll overwhelm them.
I mean, Toku is a lot for somebody that's like you said, if they only know Power Rangers and that's it.
Yeah.
And maybe even Beetleborgs to a degree and VR Troopers, it's just a cursory, oh yeah, I remember that show, and they might not have watched it.
Right.
So is there like a huge, like besides, Kel and what's his face, like was there anybody else that saw, like actors that actually saw your stuff and like geeked out on it?
Ooh.
Or even just liked it on Instagram or like.
Oh yes, there's a couple that really, really have bought merch or at least got merch from me.
Okay,
yep. that played E from Dino Thunder.
Oh yeah.
Yep,
Was it Kevin Duhani or whatever?
Yes.
Yeah. I think
Yes.
Yeah.
So yes, I'm Kevin is so great. I cannot say any. I cannot. I don't think I have so many positive words to say from this. That's just one, but there's a lot of not just Rangers, but just people that support. So I really appreciate it.
So the Morphin grid, do you like what's the history on that?
Okay, so I can tell you how I met Planet.
Okay. All right.
And plus I'm there's no video, but I'm thumbing like behind him. So Morphin Grid is a video game dance party here in Baltimore.
Okay.
And it has Planet DJ. You can find on Morphin Grid Radio Instagram. It's a video game dance party. You go there, dance your heart out, play video games from Mario Kart to maybe Tekken, things like that. And you get to hear good music, good R&B house music from some talented DJs, Planet, Ben Banger, Torian, Anti-Morgan, Tenshu, yep, all of them. And you get to hear great music, and I'm here for collectibles and and the shirts. And then you'll see on TVs like we'll show like maybe Kamen Rider or Super Sentai, and then it's pretty interesting seeing people that like, what is this? Like I think one of them it was Die Ranger on the screen.
Wow.
And people were like, whoa, what is this show? This and everything. So it's pretty good seeing that from outside perspective, and they'd be like, wait, watch this TV.
I mean, do you see that as being sort of a gateway, like you said, to like the average person? They might see like whatever you're putting on, like they might kind of like gravitate towards it a little bit.
Yeah, I think I would see like a gateway for people to either watch it or like, I don't like this, where I can watch more, or I'm gonna go revisit Power Rangers or something. So I think it's like a good gateway, or just like we can all like recommend shows to each other, because I need some recommendations.
What does the future hold for Al? What is the upcoming? Can you tease anything? You don't have to like say it outright, but can you tease anything that you have upcoming? Because the new drop that you just put out was fire, so I'm like, all right, he got me. I'm kind of excited for the next drop now.
So I hate to say this, I don't hate to say it, but I want to do more shorts. I did one pair of shorts, and I want to do another one, but I need to get my mind wrapped around it. So you can expect more jerseys.
Okay.
More out of the box ideas.
Okay.
And hopefully something for when it gets cold.
Hey, I mean, that's always a good thing. You gotta kind of get your demographics and stuff,
right?
Things like that. But I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me, man.
I appreciate
look, man, every time I see your stuff, I'm like, all right, I gotta like shoot this over to somebody that might like it, and see if they like it and stuff. So, I'm always happy to be able to like show somebody because when I was at Power Morphicon this year, your Brave jersey, everybody was like, where'd you get that from? I'm like, TheAlCombo, and I showed them the site, and they went for it. So I'm like, this is a good thing, because like even non-Power Ranger fans thought it was like an actual like jersey. I was like, oh no, this is from Power Rangers, and they're like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I had someone think that was a replica. I was like,
because it's based off of one of the episodes from that show. So it's like that was also another funny thing too, being at Power Morphicon. People was like, oh man, that was from that episode. I was like, yep.
Right.
So it serves a dual purpose in a way,
Right. So it's really interesting seeing like people that like, I think it's when people see that I love to do this, that it kind of gravitates over. It's like, we want to see you. We'll see you do more.
But anyways, thank you. Appreciate you talking to me.
Thank you for having me.
Oh no, trust me. We might have to bring you on for more Metacast proper.
Yes, because I will definitely talk trash when I need to. No, I'm joking.
Oh, no,
but I definitely want to talk.
I just got to figure out an episode. I was like, I got to figure out an episode that this can work on. So we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But anyways, we will catch you guys later. Peace out.
Thank you.